Hey, I'm Coach Ebb, the Mindset Queen. I teach women how to live their lives authentically and get unstuck. I own a fitness app, a women's goal success app, and a life coaching program. I have coached hundreds of women over the years and have helped them develop better bodies, habits, and routines that has ultimately led them to a more fulfilled life. I believe life is meant to be lived and experienced at your highest peak. It is my passion to shift mindsets and help women achieve their goals and live their best lives. To work with me, visit my website, www.thefitteam.com. And without further ado, here is morning motivation for the fit mind.
This episode is brought to you by Google Gemini. With the Gemini app, you can talk live and have a real-time conversation with an AI assistant. It's great for all kinds of things, like if you want to practice for an upcoming interview, ask for advice on things to do in a new city, or brainstorm creative ideas. And by the way, this script was actually read by Gemini. Download the Gemini app for iOS and Android today. Must be 18 plus to use Gemini Live.
Welcome to another episode of Morning Motivation for the Fit Mind. Today is another letter from your coach, and I want to talk to you about choosing your choices. You see, accountability is the cornerstone of growth. Knowledge is the fertilizer that helps us grow, both of which are choices. Choices that only you can make for your life. Choices that will lead you to your highest, most successful, and most loved self. So often in our life, we feel lost as if we have no control because we must endure horrific situations. But I'm here to tell you that you have a choice. Forcing yourself to endure is also a choice. I ask you, what is stopping you from pulling out a pen and paper right now and making a list of everything you want to accomplish before you die? What stops you from writing down a list of things you're good at and then Googling jobs in these fields? What is stopping you from making a list of things you can be better at doing and start taking classes to help yourself become better? Growth is a choice. School only teaches you how to take orders, lose your autonomy, and go with the flow. It scratches the surface of the actual truths of the world. Imagine living your entire life not realizing that Nicolas Cage, the actor, has been tossing monumental sized hints as to where to start looking for truths of the universe through his movies. Imagine never realizing that the African kingdoms were dripping in gold and technology while the Dark Ages were occurring in the Scandinavian European countries at the same time. Imagine thinking the Wright brothers created the first plane. Meanwhile, it was created almost a decade earlier by Mr. Shivkar Talpade. Imagine never connecting the dots that slavery and the gold rush were happening simultaneously. Free blacks were on one side of the country while the other side was in shackles. Imagine thinking slavery happened 400 years ago, not realizing that our great grandparents were probably born into slavery, freed around the age of 10, and gave birth to our grandparents around the age of 14, and then had to navigate life with no opportunities. Like that was just a couple generations ago. A lot of us know our great grandparents. Seeking knowledge and expanding your point of view allows you to turn your questions and learned knowledge about everything, including your memories, inward. It will enable you to start asking and answering yourself honestly. Seeking knowledge allows you the space to grow mentally. Growing mentally will help you succeed in all other aspects of life. And just like fitness, if you train one muscle, the others around it will grow. But You have to choose to grow. You have to acknowledge your everyday life choices. You must choose your choice. Understand that you are in control of your life. You're just running on autopilot, allowing your music or television programming. Let me say that again. You're just running on autopilot and allowing your music and television programming to dictate where your subconscious leads you. The control you have or don't have is in your head. Unless you're living in a country where it is physically impossible for you to leave, nothing is stopping you from moving across the country and to a new town and starting over. When you understand that self-care is your highest responsibility and that there really isn't a limit on where you can take your life, that's when life begins to change. You feel you have no control over your life because you have to work a horrible job for low wages and you can't get out of debt. But who said you have to work that job? Who's stopping you from finding a different job? Who's stopping you from going on LinkedIn, Indeed.com, Career.com, and searching for manager positions in your field? You now have the experience in your field, so you can now ask for higher pay. It's your choice to volunteer for your job. This is what I mean by choosing your choices. It was your choice to work there. You put in the application, you went to the interview, you chose to wake up and clock in. You. If you want better for yourself, you will have to go out and seek knowledge and choose different choices. Do you know why journaling and manifesting works? Like on a literal and logical, not even a spiritual level. Do you? See, the key is in writing, visualizing, and talking about it. On a scientific level, you are telling your subconscious to make decisions to help you achieve these goals. See, earlier I said your music and television programming for a reason. Manifesting and visualization exercises work because your brain is a supercomputer. It also guides you to choose choices that will make your visions a reality. Basically, your body will make you choose choices of whatever you're putting into your visual and audio receivers, aka your eyes and your ears. When coaches like myself say thoughts become things and you create your own reality, we mean it in the most literal sense. Your brain can't tell the difference between TV and reality. It can't tell the difference between you selling those drugs and Young Jeezy selling them. It can't tell the difference between you being suicidal and XX Tennyson being suicidal. It's a supercomputer, but it's literal AF and does not understand sarcasm. Every single thing you watch, repeat, listen to, envision, your body will make decisions to make it a reality. In this episode, I want to make you aware of your subconscious, the power of your choice, and the multitude of choices you make every single day. So many people are living lives where they have accepted the victim role because they feel that's what they think they deserve, not realizing they can end the chapter and start over. They can wake up tomorrow and choose different choices throughout their day to help them move forward on their journey. I know because I did. I wore my victim badge like a badge of honor, baby. I put myself in uncomfortable positions over and over and over because I thought I had to be the victim, because I thought I had to endure. I thought I had to endure. See, I can admit this now because I choose to face the worst versions of me every single day. I constantly choose to chip away at my trauma loops and choose healing. I want you to be prepared to pause and rewind this upcoming section. Write down the questions I'm about to ask and then go back, pause this, and answer them. I want you to think of a time in your past when someone hurt you, resulting in you losing or failing at something. Write it down. What happened? What did you lose or fail at? Whose fault was it? How was it their fault? Okay. Now I want you to pause it here, write those questions down, and answer. Now, remove the person whose fault it is, pretending they never existed. They don't exist in a story. They don't exist on earth. You just did this deed all by yourself. I want you to retrace your thought process. At what point did you think it was a bad idea? Why did you choose to go with the plan? What stopped you from getting more information? Now add your friend back to the story. Why did you trust their judgment? Answer these questions honestly and without self-judgment. You were not stupid. You were not dumb. Be kind to yourself and answer these questions honestly. Pause it again. Now, I want you to ask yourself, was my friend really qualified to help me with this situation? Or were they learning just as I was? Were there ways you could have helped your friend before this plan was finalized? Go ahead and answer those questions. You see, choosing not to be the victim means seeing the story from another perspective and offering compassion and understanding to your friend or loved one. Choose to expand your thought process from just your perspective and point of view. This frame of thinking and self-questioning works for many situations. Abuse, in any form, is not one of them. If you've been a victim of sexual, physical, narcissistic, financial, religious, or emotional abuse, seek healing, seek therapy. The only way to overcome that type of pain is with a trusted therapist. Once you've begun healing those wounds and learning to live a new way of life, then seek a life coach. A life coach will help you find your guiding North Star, help guide you through the ups and downs of your situations in life. But it all starts with choosing your choices and taking the initiative to seek true internal healing that can only be navigated with an objective professional well-versed in trauma. Choosing your choices is not about having control over your life, but realizing you only have control over yourself. So the best thing to do is to maximize how much effort you put into each choice. If you can't keep your room clean, no matter how many times you clean it, take a picture of the mess and observe it from an objective perspective. Where are your favorite places to throw your clothes? Now go buy a second basket and put all those dirty clothes in that area in that basket. Do you always leave cups or bottles in your room? Go buy a bedroom cup and a bedroom half-gallon water bottle. Keep the bottle filled with water and only use that cup for your room. Put effort into your basic human choices and watch how your life begins to flourish. I'm Coach Ebony, and if this topic is something you need personal help with, please go to my website under the Life Coaching tab and self-schedule a consultation with me. Sometimes we all need someone to help us see ourselves objectively and without judgment.
'Twas the nights before Christmas. Despite last-minute stress, few were delivering except Walmart Express.
Stockings were hung by the fireplace with care, knowing in about an hour stuffers would soon be there.
On to the road, Walmart Express delivery went. Chock full of wondrous things in the St. Nick of time sent. Let's go!
Get express delivery in as fast as an hour, even on Christmas Eve. Orders must be placed by 4 p.m. local time on 12/24. Subject to availability. Fees and restrictions apply.
Express delivery to y'all and to all a good night. Welcome to your Walmart.
Hey, thanks for listening to another episode of Morning Motivation for the Fit Mind. To delve deeper into this week's lesson, visit my blog at thefitteam.com. For more mindset tools, tips, and affirmations, follow me on Instagram at itscoach_eb. Thank you all and hope you have an amazing day.